Hi, welcome back to Branching Out. Today we're going to do some grafting. It's going to be my first time trying to do some grafting, so stay with me because first thing we're going to do is we're going to clear out this area so we can figure out what is going on with this old tree. It had died on the top, so I'm not really sure if there's anything left of the graft because this was a grafted tree and I cannot remember whether it's a cherry. I'm pretty sure it's a cherry, but it could be also a plum. So we're going to get down here, clean this up first, and then we're going to find out what we got to do, and we're going to cut this down until we can get a good healthy spot. So stay tuned. We're just going to clean this up and we'll be right back. All right, we cleaned up and around here a little bit just to give us a little more room so we know what we're doing. You can see, I don't know if you can see that on there, but it's split into two. There's a dead spot here. We'll try and cut that right back. But this is a Mahaleb cherry. This is, you don't want to eat these cherries. These can be poisonous to you. I know they use the cherry seed, the meat inside the cherry pit, inside the stone. They use it as a spice in some countries. But other than that, this thing is just used for a rootstock. So it's gone a little crazy here, even though the last part died. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this back. We might leave one or two from the bottom for now until the grafts take, and then we'll come back and cut them off and just let the graft take over. But yeah, I don't like this at all. So we might even cut this back right here, this branch here, and use that as one of the grafting zones. But I really wanted to put like a double clef in here in order to get what we're looking for. So let's clean this up. We're gonna cut this back down. We'll see how far we have to go down. You can see it's still kind of alive right down in here. So we might just cut it right about there and see if we got some stuff to work with. What we're looking for is some of that xylem to be still green, because this is all dry. It's basically brittle and broken. You can see it's all dead in there. So that's what we're gonna work on. So let's clean this up, and then we're gonna go get ourselves some, I believe I have some Bing cherries over here, some of my best cherries, like they're the second trees I put in, but have grown the biggest since I've been building the food forest. This is my 6th summer doing this in zone 6B in Southern Ontario. So let's get started. I don't wanna keep you waiting, so let's go. All right, let's get it. We got to get out the big pruners for this, and we're gonna get that cut. There we go. Still brown on the top. We're gonna go a little deeper. I think right about here might do it. There we go. A little bit of xylem there on one side. I think I'm gonna go even deeper here. I'm gonna go a little lower. We'll just keep getting a good spot to put a graft. There we go. So we got some, I don't know, we got some good xylem on one side. I don't really like the other side here. So I think what I'm gonna do is cut a little bit more. We're gonna go right down to the knuckle and hope that works there. There we go. There you go. Now that's a much cleaner spot, and I'll get a close-up of that in a second. And geez, I just want to cut even lower. I was going to graft onto this here, but I think I'm going to cut it right off completely. Get a nice clean cut in there. Make sure your pruners are clean. There we go. There we go. We got some nice xylem showing here. That's exactly what we want right there. We're gonna cut this little piece off of here too, because this doesn't need to be here. Here we go. And that's completely dead down there. So hopefully that'll heal over. We've got a little bit of some shrubs and some little stuff down here, some sprouts, some rooting sprouts. We're gonna get rid of them right away because they should never be here. They're the worst. We'll get rid of them. And cut around the tree there. Now again, I'm gonna leave some of this on here for now, but we are gonna put the graft in there. We'll get a little closer. So let's get closer, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I have 3 here, 3 cuttings. I took the branches off and a few leaves from the bottom, and I left that much, okay? That's what I was gonna do. And then what I did is, I took part of that and I cut it nice and angled, just like so, right? That's what I want to do. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be very careful, and I'm going to dig in here. Oh, I cut it off. So what I want to do, I might just have to do it a cleft. This is what's called a cleft when you cut it on both sides and then stick it straight in. But what I want to do is cut down and then up to create a groove. And I'll show you when I get onto the other one what I'm going to do as well. So let's see if we can get that to go again. And we'll just cut that down like so. You can see I'm just kind of, you know, nice and thin there, like so. And then what we want to do, let's cut that off. Okay, so we get up there, get that nice and thin like so, just like that. Looks like I did a little bit of damage, but that's what we're going to do. So what we want to do is, I don't know if you can see that, but I don't want to cut myself either. Oh, there you go. I'm just going to split it just ever so slight, just like that. So if you can see that. So I'm going to do that to all three on these pieces, and then I'm going to do the opposite to the other one, and you'll see what I mean as soon as I'm done. So I don't know if you can see it through the camera or not, but around here is the cambium layer, which is still good. You can see, look, I even got a little sap coming out of there. And we're gonna make room for 3. So this thing's kind of in my way, so we'll get rid of that. Just like so. Get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of a couple of these things that are in my way here so you can see it. Just like that, you don't need these. Again, I'm just putting these there to kind of keep it alive. I don't know how well that's going to work, but we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put three clefts in here. So we're going to just cut it up like so, and just like so, and then that's about it. And and then we're going to dig in. Yep, this is not as easy as it looks. Okay, so we're going to do something like that. I want to go a little deeper, I think. Sharpen this knife a little more. So you definitely want a sharp knife, that's for sure. So as you can see right here, we're going to do 3. So you just cut like so, just like so, just like that. You want to cut it up. I don't want to make it too big because it's not meant for that. Okay, again, we're going to cut into it. This is not easy. There we go, just like so. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of cut this right here, just kind of a little more of that exposed. And we'll do it one more time. Just like that. Again, digging in. I'll leave out all the grunting in the video. All right, so we got a nice cleft in there, I hope. So now what we do is we grab our cuttings. And as you can see right here, you know, as I said, there's a split right there, you can see. And what we want to do is get that in here. So I think I'm going to take a little more off of there, just like that. There we go. That's way better. Okay, so we'll put it on the hard side first, and we'll get that in there. We're just going to push it down in there like so. Oh, there you go, just like that. And I'm going to pull that back out, and I'm going to take a little more of the bark off there, and then do it again. That's it. We want to line it up with the bark, you know. So I'll push that in there, like so. Again, the other one. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to go a little deeper on this one. Okay. I'll put this in here like so. Again, I'm gonna have to take a little more of that bark off right here, just to make it connect. This is not perfect. This is my first try doing this. I've watched enough YouTube and studied enough to, hopefully this should work out just like any others. So just like that, push it in there nice and tight. And again, take that cambium or that outer bark. We're just gonna get it right there and expose it. And then we're gonna get that in there like so, just like that. And again, a little more of that bark off. There we go. All right. So you can see, I'll get a close-up of that for you. Okay, as you can see we have it right in here like so. Got that right zoomed in there. So you can see we got it right in there like that. And we're trying to like get as close to the bark cambium and kind of line it up. So we're gonna go with that. That's what we're gonna try. So now my next step is I'm gonna use saran wrap because I don't have grafting tape. So that's what we're gonna use for now, and some electrical tape. So let's go get those materials and I'll show you what I'm doing. All right, so we have this other here. This is a peach tree. And I couldn't tell you what the rootstock is in it, but here's the graft right down there. You can see the graft. Something grew out of the graft and kind of stayed alive. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut back the dead stuff, and we're gonna go down and see if we can see some xylem, some nice clean alive stalk. And then we're gonna go grab some peach and we're gonna throw it in there. Okay, so here's our cherries on our Mahaleb cherry rootstock. It's already wilting a bit, so again, I'm not sure how this really works exactly, but I did leave some other branches to grow to keep that stalk alive, just in case. I can always try again, possibly. We'll see how that goes. There's obviously other ways I could have grafted, but I wanted to use the stalk. Put some wood chips down, put some of the cherry leaves around the top too, a little bit more mulch. And that's about it. So we have about 8 weeks. This is not really non-stretchable stuff. So we have about 8 weeks, or until the scions grow about a foot, they say. And then I can come back and I can remove all that, and that should mean that the graft has taken. So we're just gonna pop over here to the other one I did and explain that one there. So that's it for that. I hope this works out for me, and if it works for me, it's gonna work for you. All right, so this is that little peach. It was doing horrible. I had to cut right down to nothing basically. And I don't really have any good peaches because of the peach leaf curl. And if it decides to kill the trees, I'm not gonna grow peaches here anymore. They're not the best grafts that I've ever done, that's for sure, because this is only the second one. But you can see the slant on them at all. But I wrapped it really tight, put some mulch around there. It's supposed to get a lot of rain this week. These are plum. I decided you can do a plum onto a peach rootstock, so that's what I did. These are Santa Rosa plum. So that's what I did with that. So that's about it really this week for branching out here. We're just trying our first try at some grafting because, I didn't want to waste these trees since they were dying. They've been dying for over a year now, over 2 years or maybe. And I just wanted to make sure I use what I have, or I'm just gonna have to pull them out and replace them with something that's growing up near the greenhouse there, whether it's an apple, and I'd like to get more plums and I'd like to get more cherries. So that's about it. You come back next week, we'll make another video. Until then, hit that thumbs up downstairs and stay safe.